All right, let's do this. I'm kind of ready. Kind of ready. I got so many emails. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know how to explain it. GI Joe, Operation Blackout. I'm gonna start off right off the bat for sure. For sure, I got the Switch version because I'm always 100% Switch version. Always love to play on my Switch. But for the first time, I'm gonna say the Switch version is really bad, very badly ported, and the loading time is insane. Graphically, it looks but a pale image of a full console version. Eventually, if we get a Nintendo Switch Pro, maybe they'll update it, but it's so blurry, it's sandy, and they did so much better on other games. I don't get why this game is sucking so much juice. You have to botch it up and everything, like graphically, and the loading times. Must be a small game. All right, for the rest, story point of view, it's epic. I don't know how to explain it. It's a bare bone game. It's I had no expectations. I went in, I played it. I love it. There's 12 total missions. A lot of stuff hidden comic books, hidden stuff you can look at in the menu. The multiplayer has got a kind of a GoldenEye death match thing going on. It's actually kind of cool. Each levels are different. There's an actually really good story. The voice acting, the story, the cutscenes are really awesome. For a kid from the 80s. I love G.I. Joe, but there was never a game for G.I. Joe. Just play it as if it was in the 80s. Does that make sense? Like, we never actually got a good G.I. Joe game. Did we ever get a good actually G.I. Joe game? Let's just call this like if we got this back in the 80s and we were 5 years old. I don't know how to explain it. I love it. I love it. I could complain about other stuff, like the aiming. What's up with that? When you're driving that Cobra tank throughout the levels, when you're driving a vehicle, the aim is just exquisite. But when you're walking around, you can watch my gameplay. I have a very hard time. You're aiming, then the character goes like this. Just fix the aim. Game Mills, just patch up the aim on the characters. It's really hard to aim. Some characters, that's the other good side of the story. You play in both sides. You play Cobra, you play all your favorite evil guys, and you play G.I. Joes, all your favorite guys, the heroes, the bad guys, the everything. You know, the good old story. And reminisce like the good old days. Like the movies weren't a knockout, but to me, to me, if you're a G.I. Joe fan, don't miss out. Don't miss out. I don't know how to explain it. It's very, very basic. It's not the greatest gameplay ever, but it's not that bad. Plus, different characters you play, they have different gun and different power-ups. Each character has special moves. It's kind of cool. The maps are actually, I would say 20, 25 minutes long. And 12 missions total, I would say 4 or 5 hours to finish. It's kind of small, but it's only $50 in Canada. It's probably 40 US, so I liked it. But I wouldn't go with getting the Switch version. It's loading time, even the control is a lot worse. Like, there's something about it. The controls are already bad, but it's even harder to aim. And I died way more playing on the Switch version because, I don't know, it was bugging out on me. I'm just saying. Still, the aim is crap on the PS4 version. Like, to me. Maybe not to you, but for me, I have the hardest time. Because that's the thing. You have in the menu, it pops the game, you pop it in, it's auto aim on. So you just fire. It's kind of boring. If you take the auto aim off, the game comes with the auto aim on. Maybe the guys, they programmed this, they sat back and say, oh, it's going to be, let's just leave it like that, and that's it. Just lazy. And when you're playing with the auto aim off, you can check my gameplay. I have the hardest time aiming at anything. So yeah. And you can co-op all the levels though. Every mission starts, there's 2 characters, always 2 bad guys, 2 good guys. You can co-op every mission, split screen, which is kind of cool. But by far, best player And he was the best. One of my most favorite characters in G.I. Joe's. Snake Eyes has got to be the best character to play. But you're like, man, it's Snake Eyes, so you could use those blades, right? It's just a basic melee attack, but he could kill people with one shot. But yeah, I wish he had more only blades attack. You know, ricochet the balls or the bullets or the lasers. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're basically just go with Snake Eyes. Every mission Snake Eyes is available. Just pick him. So I'm in the middle. For G.I. Joe fans, don't miss out. From back in the 80s, if you're a kid from the 80s, don't expect much, but it's not that bad. I personally love it. I loved it enough that I went and just said, this is good, but it's got to be better. And I went and got a second version. I'm still going to keep this. They're maybe going to patch it up, maybe not. But I don't regret getting this from our childhoods. I'm not saying I don't want you to compare, because kids from the 80s, now we got that stupid Battleground game. Best Transformer game ever made. Devastation, right? That was so cool. I'm not comparing it to G.I. Joe. I'm not saying it's that great. But it's not that bad because we never got a good G.I. Joe game. This is it. That's all it is. Let me know what you think. To G.I. Joe fans, go ahead and buy it. I don't know for other kids, today's kids, what would they think? It's a third-person shooter. I never had a good G.I. Joe game. This is it to me. So, in between for the rest of the world, I don't know what you're gonna... if I didn't know G.I. Joe, like, how would it feel for people not knowing this franchise and just go in and play? Would they still love the game? I'm in between. Rent or buy, it's up to you. To me, it's a buy. I got it, 2 copies. I love it. What do you think about this game? Did you play it? Voice acting is actually good. I thought it was the original Cobra Commander making the voice. Wasn't that Frank Welker? Starscream and Megatron. Same voice actor? Scooby-Doo? I'm just saying. So let me know what you think about the game. To me, it's a buy. But it's not for everyone. I don't know. I'm really in the middle. Maybe I lost my touch. But for me, I loved it. It's not that exquisite, super perfection game. But it's okay. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, send some love, support this channel, and we'll see you soon.